it's Miss Putzel, and I am book talking what I'm going to have to just flat out call a romance because otherwise I don't know how to classify it. So it's called How to Date a Superhero and Not Die Trying. And it's by Cristina Fernandez. This is Cristina Fernandez's debut novel, so it's her first novel, at least the first to be published. It's just a fun read. I don't want to go like, it's a sci-fi, because the world is suddenly like, it's set in our world, but it's suddenly like our world is now suddenly filled with superheroes, and some of them because like they were exposed to radioactivity, and of course if they're superheroes, they're supervillains. Some have come from outer space, so it is just a fun, lighthearted book. So a great, what I would call relaxing beach type read. I really enjoyed it. So our main character is Astrid, and her boyfriend is Max. And he's always had these flimsy excuses, cancels dates at the last minute, blah, blah, blah. She always thinks of him as very funny. But she knows, like, well, I'm not a superhero, but I have a small superpower in that she has this perfect sense of time. And Astrid has her life meticulously planned out. And it's very funny because it'll start with, like, her entries on her calendar, like, she can do this from this time to this time, this time. So she is at college. I believe it's Columbia, which is in New York, which is a pretty prestigious college. And everything in Astrid's life is setting her on track to go to medical school and become a doctor. And she's very rigid throughout this. And then all of a sudden it comes out that, wow, Max didn't just have these excuses for a reason. Max is a young superhero. And this comes out because pretty early on, Astrid is kidnapped by a supervillain and has to be rescued. So what happens is that Astrid now is approached by another person who is involved with a superhero, and this person has started not just a club, but actual classes that if you are dating a superhero, you have to take these classes because you are at risk of being kidnapped, and you always have to be aware, you have to avoid that that potential of being kidnapped, things like that. So Astrid's like, I can't fit this into my schedule, but she meets other people, interesting people. Like I said, this was just a fun book to read, and I really did enjoy it just because it was fun, like this girl who's so like, and I get that, like having a schedule, and but things happen and schedules don't go the way you plan. So I just really enjoyed, like this. Astrid is just kind of thrown for a loop that Max is a superhero, and just all the other stories of the other superheroes, the people that she gets to know and things like that. Like I said, it was a completely fun read for me. So I would have to give this, like I said, I rarely give out a 5 to any books, but definitely at least minimum of 4, if not, it could be a 4.5. I really did. It's just like, I'm talking about, I read it a couple days ago, I'm talking about it now, and I'm still just smiling thinking about it. So it was just a really fun read. So like I said, how do I class? It's a romance. It's what it's intended to be, a romance, but it's definitely got a twist in that, it's a superhero romance. Except our main character, Astrid, is not a superhero. She just happens to be dating one, and she doesn't want to die while she does it. So if you just want a fun kind of beach read and you like romances and stuff like that, and you're okay with this whole superhero stuff, I think this is a fabulous read. I really did enjoy it. So come on in. Let me help you find something, whether it be this book or something else. Because that's my job, is to keep everybody reading. Have a fantastic day.